In a previous video, I showed you how to rip CDs with your phone, but what about your Steam Deck? Yes, it's a computer too. And it's even easier to rip a CD with your Steam Deck than it is with your phone. Let me show you how to do it. Stick around.
Let's go into the Monroe world.
Hi everyone, Shane R. Monroe here, and as usual, we'll need to go to the desktop to do this sort of tutorial. Once we're there, launch the Discover store. We need a couple of things to get us started. Good news is this is all free. Search for the term CD space rip. Now there's 3 of them. I tried them all, so you don't have to. FREAC, free AC, don't know how that's pronounced, but this is the one we're going to use. Hit the install button. It's just that simple. A few seconds later, it will be done downloading. Now we're going to grab one more thing and I'll explain why later. Search for the word music, not music V. I just can't type. And it should be this little yellow disc looking thing. It says music. Everybody should have access to this. Now you say, Shane, what about strawberry? What about clementine? These are so much better than music. Okay, calm down. I've got a reason. I will reveal it to you in good time. Let's install music next. Again, this only takes a few seconds. And we're ready to go. Use the application launcher to launch FreeAC, FREAC, however you pronounce it. And this looks very overwhelming and intimidating because there's a lot of features to this thing. But we're only going to use the ripping feature, which is pretty straightforward. What you do want to do, though, is set your encoder. Now, FLAC for lossless, MP3 if that's the way you want to roll. I'm a FLAC guy. I want lossless quality. But again, this interface is pretty overwhelming, but you only need a couple of buttons. I'll show you in just a second. Let's get ripping. So this is a low cost, I think it's like 12 bucks on Amazon, CD player, right? This is all you need. There's no power leads, no OTG cables, no dongles, no nonsense. Just have to have a USB-C plug, which just so happens to be that the Steam Deck, no hub here, no trickery. It literally is just plugging in the player. If you've seen my ripping on your phone, you'll understand why this is so cool. And if you haven't seen that, I'll leave a link to the upper right on that. All right, so get back up here. So now it is actually spinning up the disk. Let's take the disk out so you can see it was indeed spinning. We'll close that up and we're good to go. And we'll hit the second button from the left, which is to read the CD. All right, now you can't see that it's reading. I don't know why the light's not flickering, but it is doing it. You just can't hear it. There you go. It picked it up. And let's take a closer look here. All right, there are all the songs that it's going to rip. Perfect. Now they're all in there. Now I want to point out once again, there is nothing up my sleeve. There's literally nothing. The Steam Deck and the drive, which means if you want to go to Goodwill and rip a bunch of discs right there in the car before you go to the next Goodwill, this is how you can do it without any hanky-panky. Hit the play button. That's it. Now it's ripping. All right, I'm going to try to get this thing set up here. I've got a couple more things to show you. You can see it's flickering away. And if we look closely, it says it's going to be about 10 minutes, which isn't true. It's actually closer to about 5 minutes because the CD reads faster as it gets to the outer rings of the disk. All right, so there's another drive that I just wanted to show you that it doesn't have to be this drive. You can use other drives, and it's just chewing away. Just thinking about what I'm going to rip next. Look at this 80s collection. Fantastic. Like you could do so much. Oh, wait, what just happened? Ah, yes, the screen went dim. Now, the screen going dim's not a big deal, but if this thing goes to sleep, which it's currently set for at a low number, then you're going to have a problem. It's going to stop reading. So let's figure out how to do that. Go to your preferences and scroll down to power management. All right. And right here will show you not when you're on the battery, not on AC power. Let's see if I can get the glare off of here. There you go. So set your screen timeout and your sleep timeout appropriately. I would change them to, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, something like that, so that this guy does not go to sleep in the middle of a rip, because then it kind of puts everything in a weird state. You kind of start over again. It sucks. Forget about that. So go ahead and change your power now, and you'll be good to go later. All right. So we're done. And the time was just over 5 minutes. So it was like half the time that it said it was going to be. So don't get discouraged. Of course, that time will probably vary depending on the disk and the drive, all that good stuff. All right, so Here we go. We're done. So I'm going to pull this out. By the way, pull the disc out when you're done, because otherwise, after you unplug it, um, you can't get the disc out without a paper clip. So get the disc out before you unplug it. Now let's go over and check out how to play the music. We're back to direct feed now. And I told you to run music. I wanted you to get music on here because music is the fastest way to get to your music, right? You pop it. Oh, wait. Okay, so I had music running previously. I didn't clear my data. Sorry about that. If you have that sort of problem, just rerun music. It'll pick everything back up. I don't know what's going on with that, but it's still super fast and super quick and super easy. This is the simplest interface to get to your music. Click on the album, click on the song. You're playing the music, right? I'm not going to play Beatles music on this channel. I don't want to get my ass sued into oblivion. But that's it. This is literally the quickest, easiest, fastest way. But it looked kind of boring, right? Where's my cover art? Where's all that other good stuff? Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Now, I mentioned Strawberry and Clementine. Clementine is was the original music playing tool. Strawberry superseded it, but we can't use the Flatpak. We need to use the app image version. So link will be in the description. Get the latest version. We are looking for the x8664 app image right here. The number may change by the time you see this video, but it's the same app. Save it wherever you save your app images. I'm just going to put it in downloads for now, and we're done. Go to the Dolphin File Manager, double-click Strawberry, allow it to run, and that's it. We're running Strawberry. Now, when you first run it, it's going to ask you to scan your library. Now, you may have to go into Settings and go to Collection and set your music folder. That's one of the neat things about that music app. It already checked your music folder for you. That's why I said it was really fast and easy to do that. So now we've got our songs in here. Now, I already set a cover before, and it sucks because this is not the cover that I wanted. I want that Beatles red cover. But you can't fetch missing covers because it's already got a cover. So you got to unset the cover first. Seems weird, but whatever. All right, so we're going to unset the cover. And then we are going to try to fetch again and see what it comes up with. Now, this can take a little while. I don't know why it's so slow, but it's slow. One of the reasons we're using the app image and not the Flatpak, because even with the Flatpak and Flatseal and changing the network permissions and all that crap, I spent an hour doing this so you don't have to. It turns out that the app, what is this? Oh, come on. Let's just manually search and I'll pick it myself. All right, now we're back into the waiting mode here, waiting for the covers to come down. So yeah, the Strawberry Flatpak, for whatever reason, listen, I did all the tricks. I did everything. Leave a comment down below if you got a surefire fix, but I tried Flatseal. I tried all that. This app image version works. That's what I want. I want the Beatles red. All right, now we're cooking with gas. Perfect. Now, if it doesn't show up right away, restart the app. There's some caching going on, but now you can see clearly that we now have the correct cover. Listen, a little bonus there for you. I hope you enjoyed that. Hey, listen, if you like what we're doing here, like, subscribe, hit the bell, share, comment, and of course, hype, right? If you got the mobile app, hype it. It helps us out. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Shane R. Monroe. Take care. We'll see you next time.